Colleen Schwab, Director of Marketing and Community Relations with Minnesota Oncology. Minnesota Oncology started Hope in Motion in 2014, partnering with Angel Foundation. Our goal was to bring survivors of all types of cancer together to celebrate along with their supporters, caregivers, and other community members, to honor them as well as to remember those who've lost their lives to cancer. In addition to celebrating National Cancer Survivors Month, we also started Hope in Motion with the intention to raise funds to support survivors through Angel Foundation. As one of the founders of Hope in Motion, I'd like to thank you for your past participation and support. Minnesota Oncology will remain very involved in the planning and implementation of Hope in Motion, and will also remain as the presenting sponsor of the event. But I'm very excited to introduce to you Angel Foundation's new Community Development Manager, Janeece Oatman. Janeece will be helping to plan and implement Hope in Motion going forward, including some exciting changes that we're going to share with you about this year. Janeece, can you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and your background?
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited to be working on staff with Angel Foundation and also helping Colleen and Minnesota Oncology plan the 2019 Hope in Motion. Some of those exciting new changes are actually coming about because of my background. I've been in the nonprofit event circuit for 10 years, specifically in the walk, run, ride segment. So one of the things that we wanted to do was expand Hope in Motion to really reach more people. It'll allow us to raise more funds and ultimately serve more people who are struck by cancer. What Colleen and I did is we assembled a committee of folks who are passionate about this cause. So we've got folks on the committee who like to walk, who like to run, who like to ride bikes, and also folks that have a strong connection to cancer, even folks who have received funding and been a part of the programs at Angel Foundation. Then the next thing that we did is look at how can we expand this event. And so we looked at the calendar and all the other events that are around, and we wanted to be true to what Colleen and the folks at MNO had started. We wanted to never lose that sense of celebrating survivors during Cancer Survivors Month, so we wanted to keep the event in June. But we also knew that there was a lot of other events at the beginning part of June, and sometimes Minnesota weather, honestly, can be a little bit iffy. And so we wanted to move the event back, and that's the reason for the new date, which is Saturday, June 22nd. Next, we wanted to look at our venue. After a great run at Phelan and some other places around the metro, we wanted to bring the event to a place where we could be true to the 5K walk and run. We know that that's so important to our past participants, but we also wanted to have easy access to great cycling routes. And we also wanted to stay true to Angel Foundation's focus on staying local. It's really important to Angel Foundation to really help Minnesotans, specifically in the 7-county metro area. And so, being that our office is in Mendota Heights, we went to our neighbors in Eagan, and that's the reason for the new venue at Sky Hill Park. An added bonus of being in Eagan at Sky Hill Park is that we're going to be very close to lots of large corporations. That not only means things like easy access for free parking with big parking lots to make it convenient on event day, but it also means we're going to have a great opportunity to reach out to corporate teams. So we want friends, family, and corporations to all get involved in this year's Walk, Run, Ride in Hope in Motion. So speaking of corporations, I'm going to toss it back to Colleen to share a little bit more about what MNO is doing specifically. Minnesota Oncology is even increasing their employee engagement involvement this year at Hope in Motion. So Colleen, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
That's right, Janeece. So Minnesota Oncology, from the start in 2014, we've had a lot of employee participation in Hope in Motion. Most of that has been through volunteering. So you've probably seen our employees out there in their Minnesota Oncology shirts helping out with various parts of the event day. This year, we're really excited that our employees are going to be more involved in actually participating in the event and helping raise funds for Angel Foundation. It's something that Minnesota Oncology has done throughout the years since Angel Foundation was founded, and we're happy to continue doing that with funds going towards Hope in Motion and having a large presence there to be there with all of you to celebrate that day.
Awesome. So I know you guys are doing some creative fundraising things inside the walls, and I know you were telling me a few minutes ago about one email that had just gone out for, what was it? An
egg roll fundraiser.
Why not, right?
That's right.
So we want companies to get involved, have fun, come out, walk, ride, run. with the family and just make sure that they're doing a little bit of fundraising for us, and it can be creative and it can be done as a group, which can really help build community inside the walls. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
So a couple other changes about this year's Hope in Motion that I wanted to highlight. We've kind of alluded to this with the walk, run, ride, but I want to specifically say that this year we're going to have lots of different routes for folks. So there will be a 1 mile and a 5K option. It can be walked or run, and then the addition of cycling. So for this year we're planning 3 cycling routes. There will be a 7-mile option that's great for families and mostly on trails. Then that's pretty flat as well. We like to make it accessible for folks that are just getting back on their bike. And then a 23-mile option was a little bit more of a challenge. I'd call it a setup for the weekend warrior. It's Egan, so there's a few hills. And that'll be a combination of trails and a little bit of road riding in a dedicated bike lane. And then we'll also offer a 40-mile cycling option. And that is going to be quite the challenge. I think even the most experienced cyclists will find that challenging. It's a mix of trails and road, and definitely going to be pretty hilly. We'll have rest stops along the way, and places where you can use a bathroom, get snacks, get beverages, mechanical support in case anything happens with your bicycle. So it'll be a fully supported ride. So we're really excited to bring that piece to Hope in Motion. The other thing that I wanted to mention that we've kind of alluded to in talking about corporate teams is the fundraising piece. So this year, one of the new changes is we are asking everyone to do a little bit of fundraising for us. So we've set a fundraising minimum of $100 for adults and $25 for kids. Of course, if you've got young kids that are just coming along in a burly or a stroller, they're free to join. We also have family fundraising minimums because I think it's really important to make this event attainable for families. So, a normal family size has one fundraising minimum, up to 5 people, $250. And then we've got the large family option for up to 10 people, and that's a $500 minimum. I think folks, when they hear about fundraising minimums, might be a little turned off sometimes if they haven't done fundraising before. But just keep in mind that the reason that we're doing this, the reason that we have Hope in Motion, is not only to celebrate the cancer survivors and honor those we've lost, but also to raise money so we can continue to help more folks who are struck by cancer. Last year, we had a great event, raised a lot of money for Angel Foundation, which was fabulous. We were probably able to give 40 to 50 people emergency financial assistance because of the money raised. But we've got big dreams, Colleen and I and all the folks on the committee. And we want to, 5 years down the road, we want to raise $1 million. And we've seen that happen. And think how many people we could help with financial assistance if we were able to do that. Asking everybody to chip in and do a little bit of fundraising, and then providing the help and the support to make it easy. That's my role here. And we're going to see this event grow like crazy. So we're really excited for all of these changes. And we hope that you won't let the fundraising scare you away, because I promise you can do it. One other change for Hope in Motion this year that I wanted to mention. We thought it was really important that if you're going to be doing some fundraising for us, that you get something back in return. So our promise to you is not only an amazing event with a great route and lots of choices, with staggered start times where you and your family can pick what's best for you. We're all going to meet up at the finish for an awesome party. So that's important because it's getting companies and families a sense of community. So at the party, you can expect things like food, beverages, live music, a great kids zone with youth activities. There'll be a lot going on. We're going to have some team tents that teams can do some fundraising to earn. Just all sorts of fun things going on there at the finish. We'll have vendors as well. I know that's been a big part of the event in the past. So we'll expand on that vendor village, massages, the whole works. So this isn't going to be your typical 5K where you show up, walk, run, go home. This is like show up, walk, run, ride, stick around and party, and let's celebrate those survivors. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
And along with that, we wanted to make sure that, of course, everybody gets a t-shirt. And furthermore, we're bringing in finish line medals for everyone this year. So everyone will get a medal at the finish. I've had a couple people ask me about that already. We know that people like their medals and they like to collect them. So we'll have those as well. And then in the future, in the coming weeks, we're going to be revealing some new exciting swag options for fundraising incentives. I mentioned the team tents. That'll be a team incentive for fundraising, but there will also be individual fundraising incentives as well. So as you can see, lots of new stuff, but all for a good reason. Ultimately, we want to stay true to what Colleen and the other founders have built with Hope in Motion. You guys have done an incredible job. I feel really blessed to be coming in here and helping out with this event because it's already at such a high level. And now we're just going to take it to the next level, ultimately so that we can reach more people who want to participate in Hope in Motion, so that we can raise more funds to serve more folks who are struck by cancer. Thanks so much, and we look forward to seeing you on June 22nd at Sky Hill Park for the 2019 Hope in Motion.